Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Intuitive Garden Tarot. If you're new, my name is Nicole. I'm going to be doing a general reading for the collective energy of Taurus for the second half of May 2025. If you're returning, welcome back. And remember, if you'd like to book a personal reading looking specifically and only at the energies around you and your situation, you may book a reading with me at intuitivegardentarot.org. I would love to do a personal reading for you. So let's tap into your energy, Taurus, and see what we have for the second half of May. Ace of Pentacles, the Lovers, Five of Wands, Four of Swords, Two of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and Two of Pentacles. All right, only one major arcana and no cups. So let's break it down. You're showing up here, Taurus, as the Ace of Pentacles, which is planting a seed, holding on to something tangible that can ripple out into something else. And you might actually be gardening right now. That is the time of year here in the Northern Hemisphere, so you might be planting seeds, literally, getting ready for your garden to grow. But there's a sharing. I'm seeing these two hands as a reciprocity. So this is about giving and receiving as well. At least that's how it's coming out in this reading, Taurus. And that might be giving and receiving gifts, actual financial gifts, or something tangible. It is Taurus season, so that could be speaking to your birthday, Taurus. Yeah, you might be receiving some lovely gifts, or maybe you have already. We're coming near the end of Taurus. And the Lover's card here is what comes next. This is a beautiful energy of divine masculine, divine feminine, coming together in union, in balance. You might actually, some of you might be manifesting an actual partnership, a romantic partnership. The Lover's card can be about choices or contracts as well, so it might not be romantic, but it is still a very balanced energy. It's a very strong energy. And with the roses around it in this image in particular, I feel like it's holding a very high frequency for you. So maybe you're going into partnership with somebody, investing some finances into something or someone. But it seems very balanced and coming from a very good place. You might be the recipient of it, not the giver. It could be either way. And in the recent past or the background, we have the Five of Swords. And here in this deck in particular, I'm seeing it as conflict. Sometimes it can be about play or gridlock. But you might have been struggling, and this is often felt internally, you might have been really struggling about something you're passionate about. This might be actual anger within a group. And I see it almost like these two are fighting against these three. This one's not sure which side to take. It's a tough energy, it seems like. So perhaps you've been in conflict with your community, your family, co-workers. Again, maybe just inside yourself about what direction to go, or what to believe, what not to believe, who to trust, who not to trust. You'll know what that means for you, Taurus. Okay, at the center of the reading we have the Four of Swords. And this is a soldier. He's suited up. And this story of this card is about returning from battle. And if one returns alive from battle, it's a time to reflect on the meaning of everything. What caused the battle? Was it worth it? Who won? What did they win? And it's right under this card of conflict. So maybe it's time to assess what's worth fighting for, and what you want to walk away from, what might just be depleting your energy, your spiritual force, your spiritual guidance, your light. And right underneath that we have the Two of Swords. And this figure, she's blindfolded, she has two swords across her heart, she's sitting and waiting, she's contemplating. For some of you, this might be about having to make a decision of which way to go, being at a choice point. But she's in a time of pause, and this card also relating to battle is a card of a stalemate, of things just being stuck and not moving. So some of you might be feeling like you don't see a solution right now to whatever this conflict is inside you or around you. But you're being invited to actually stop thinking about it. Again, she's blindfolded so that she can feel more into her intuition about the situation, about which path to take, about who to trust, or something like that. You'll know again what resonates for you, Taurus. But you're being invited to get out of your head right now. Just get out of your head. And with the Five of Pentacles as advice, it's clarifying. Look at this image of a mother nurturing a child. They're down on their luck. Maybe they're homeless, feeling left out, feeling wounded. But right now, just tend to yourself and whatever wounds you might be feeling from whatever struggles, conflicts, or battles you might have been in recently. And Pentacles are again about physical, tangible, material energy. So for the time being, as much as you're able, try to indulge in whatever physical comforts you have, meaning, snuggling up under a blanket if you have the time, or when you have the time, to be physically gentle with yourself. And that might mean rest, or making some hot tea and watching a movie that you enjoy, or reading a good book. Something, again, that just is nourishing and comforting to you in a healthy way. Obviously, we can turn to unhealthy comforts, but as much as possible in a healthy way. And with the Two of Pentacles right next to that, she's standing in the infinity loop, and she's balancing very gracefully these two different pentacles. And oftentimes this comes out as juggling two different timelines, which might also be what you're facing, if that's in your reality or your truth. If you understand that the choices we make put us on different trajectories or timelines. And those are always shifting, many throughout the day, and then bigger ones will change and converge. We're all on collective timelines. It's very fascinating how we're all interconnected, yet having our individual experiences. So this might be suggesting also balancing your inner and outer world if you're struggling on the inside, to maybe take a break and just focus on the outside, or make some plans with some friends, or an activity, something to just get out of your head, as I mentioned before, if you're running and running and running. You might need to come on the inside and rebalance on the inside, recalibrate on the inside. Perhaps all your energy has been focused outside on these situations, and it might be time to just come back into balance inside. So however you feel guided to work with this energy, it feels like it's available to you, and balance is the key here. The lovers are about balance. There's two of them. There's 2 swords, 2 pentacles. She's balancing. So I'm going to take that as 2 showing up 3 times, which is a blessing. And that means in numerology, actually, that you're being surrounded and protected by your guides right now. So even though you may not see them with that blindfold on, or you may not see what the next step is to take, or what information you need that you wish you had, you are being protected and guided, and the more you can quiet yourself and come to a place of stillness, which is also what the 4 of Wands is. This is about being still, reflecting, resting. So rest and reflection and allowing your intuition to come through seem very much like the key theme for you for the rest of this month, Taurus. Let's get a message from the garden for some additional advice for Taurus for the end of May 2025. And if you aren't already subscribed to my channel here on YouTube, please consider subscribing. It's free, and it really helps my channel grow. I enjoy doing these readings for you, and I would like to keep going with that. Okay, we have desire, courage, and tranquility. All right, I'm already noticing some repeat themes here. So desire with lettuce is about really feeling into your emotions. What does your heart desire? And we have the energy of Cancer. So the moon is here. This is going deep, deep into your feelings, and tapping into that tender softness inside you under your shell. So we become hardened, and speaking of shell, he's wearing his armor. Look at that. He's definitely protected heavily. So if we were in a place where we didn't feel we had to protect ourselves, where we were safe, what is it that you really desire? Because so much energy might be spent right now on just protecting yourself, that it's more about survival than thrival. Okay, so maybe in that quiet time and reflection, tuning back into, well, what makes me happy? Because obviously the struggle and conflict isn't fun. Nobody really enjoys that. What does your heart desire? That's just coming through loud and clear. And next we have courage, which is time. And this has the energy of Libra and the sword. And that sword to me looks smaller, and it reminds me of an ornate letter opener from back in the day. Is there some information that you have been avoiding unpacking? And back to the Cancer energy of going down deep into the bottom of your own internal ocean. Is there information there that you have not unlocked yet? You're being invited to have the courage to look, because there's something in there, I think, that will bring you clarity, peace, and balance. And that's further amplified with tranquility. And this has Pisces energy, which is about the deep unconscious. So that's coming through loud and clear for you, Taurus, to really dip into your unconscious. Take time to go beneath the surface in your thoughts, in your feelings, in your desires. That's going to show you the path to peace, give you some ideas or options of where your peace is and what brings you tranquility. And I've said so many times, and it keeps coming up, candle gazing, light a candle, day or night. It's incredible how immediately I can relax just by looking at the flame on a candle. As soon as it's lit, it just quickly calms my nerve system. And it seems you might need some of that right now from this battle and this heavy mental energy. It might just be time to come down into your body and calm your body down. Okay, I hope that was helpful, Taurus. Remember, you do have support, and there is a high frequency of blessing in this Lover's card, and this too being a tangible gift. So something that you're going through or experiencing is a gift, even if it feels like it comes with some conflict. Somewhere in there, I think you can unpack something that's going to help you heal and strike a new balance. All right, take care, Taurus. I'll see you next time.